Come on. Alright. Let's check on the volume. And then we'll get a mosey on the second part. Can I hear myself? Yep. Hello everyone, Bubble720 here, bringing you part 189 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. We just finished the MSQ. We are now heading into post Dawn Trail. Getting close to that catch-up. And there's where I left off at. Got my alpaca and my music. They're listless now. Fellow citizens of Alexandria, ever since our beloved queen's passing, you have understandably abided in grief. Sorrow darkened your once bright faces. But is this what Her Majesty would have wished to see? No, most assuredly not. You know this to be true. If we are to honor her memory, we must reclaim our smiles. To that end. That's right, friends. After a long hiatus, I am pleased to announce the grand reopening of the Arcadian. The realm's finest fighters stand ready to entertain you in glorious and thrilling combat. Come and join us, I bid you, and let your cares be forgotten. As skies aflame proclaim night's end, and thoughts unto adventure tend, the brave make haste o'er hill and dale. Oh, I didn't see it. To trip the dawn light's golden trail. There we go. Thankfully, my stream is slightly behind. You have completed the main scenario quest, Dawn Trail. Quests to unlock new content have now become available in Tulu and Solution 9. Additionally, you may now enter Alexandria with a party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. Rest well, Seeker of the Unknown, for many and more adventures await you. The glow of a new dawn. Let's see what we got. Of the new dawn. Alright, so we're gonna use this, then we're gonna use this. A royal invitation. I think we're gonna get the silver piece. Ah, it is a pleasure as always, hero. Have you been able to relax lately? Wonderful. Udaba. As busy as you have been, with the rite of succession among other things, you deserve an opportunity to experience Tulu at a more leisurely pace. Sampling the tacos at Zibalia of tea is one such way to do so. They made the traditional way and laden with fillings, and are absolutely sublime. If you have an empty stomach, the owner of Brokavu will look after you. This is how it kind of started. Wandering minstrel. We got some other things to unlock in here too. Well, if it isn't Hero, alone today, are you? I see, I see. If you have a hankering for tacos, then then they're on the house. Consider it a token of gratitude for your help tracking down those treasures. Go ahead and find a table. I'll bring you your meal as soon as it's ready. Well, I still haven't finished any of those treasures, actually. Probably should go do those at some point. You still love tacos, I hope? Heh, you ate so many when you turned 5 you could barely move afterwards, remember that? No, not really. That was 30 years ago for me. Right, sorry. It's still strange for me too. Just the other day you were a little boy clinging to your mother's skirt as you set off for Yassilani, and now you're a man grown with a face full of hair. Even so, I knew you were my son the instant I saw you. We're still family, and you could always rely on me. Relying. That feels like the only thing I'm doing right now. On you and everyone else. I can't even start a fire without assistance at my new job. Back in Alexandria, we had Electrope. If I needed fire, all I had to do was press a button. Everything was at our fingertips. But here I'm helpless, a culinarian who can't even light the stove. The way the others in the kitchen stared at me, God, I never felt so embarrassed. I'm sorry to hear that. I've been told tales, but it seems life is really different within the dome. My wife and children, I was thinking I'd have them join me once things had settled, but at this rate. I say you send for them. If they're your family, then they're mine too. I'll do whatever is necessary to make it work. I didn't mean to overhear, but it seems you're having trouble readjusting to life in Tuliyulal. Vauklamat. To aid folk like yourself, we've established a support group at the Wing of Reflection. There you can learn the skills you need to live outside the dome. It isn't easy being back, I know, but I'm hopeful that they can make things easier. That's exactly what I need. I'll definitely seek this group out, and I'll bring my family with me, thank you. Oh, look who it is. I was just about to go and find you, Hero. You don't mind the company, I hope. I could use a bite to eat myself. Sure. I haven't even tucked in yet. Perfect timing. Ah, those tacos here never disappoint. So, what have you been up to lately? I've been exploring Twelve with my trusty alpaca. I've been catching up on sleep. I'll relay this. I'm glad that the Spitting Devil is serving you well, and you're still enjoying seeing the sights. As for myself, I'm being kept busy with duties at the palace, but whenever I find a moment, I like to walk the streets and talk to the people. That way I can better understand the problems they have and share them with Kona to figure out solutions. I was on one such walk just now, and as I mentioned, I was hoping to find you. Oh, really? Kona and I have something we want to discuss with you as Dawn servants. Do you have time to come to the palace? Sure. Great. I'll go on ahead. Please come and join us once you're finished here. I had a few other things to unlock. Like getting the elite mark. Hunting the Hunter. I'm gonna go ahead and put on Summoner for this. There's XP. Hero, it's good to see you safe. The whole city's been on a knife edge since the attack. Folk need hunters like you and me to deal with the dangers they're facing more than ever. Like you and me, and like Napikwe. Viper by trade, always helping out with the hunt. She took a bill from the board a few days back. Thing is, it was for a markup in Yasalani, and no one's seen her since. Might be that she's still on its trail, but hearing about everything that's happening up there, all this about the dome, I can't help but worry. A little bird tells me you've been inside it. You couldn't ask around there, could you? Find out if anyone's seen her? Thank you. It means a lot to me. Last anyone heard from her, she was on her way to Teshpayani. Maybe someone in the village will have seen her, if there's anyone left. Well, cruddy. Blue-garbed Pelu, that's, whatchamacallit. That's for the Pelopelo tribe. It belongs in a museum. I think we'll wait on that one. And then we got another worldly encounter and one last hurrah. Alright, so that should be it then. What's my currency looking like? I can't buy the gear yet. Oh well. Master Hero, it is always an honor. Falcona has stepped away to attend to a pressing matter, but he should join you within before long. Enter some perch, yes. Oh, you're all here too. Valcona summoned us, though if truth be told, Alphino and I have been seeing him quite regularly of late. He asked us to share our knowledge of Hannes culture, you see, in hopes of further strengthening your alliance. We were of course happy to oblige him. Kryl and I were likewise summoned. Otherwise we've been carrying on with our work, compiling information on the Golden City. My grandfather embarked on his investigation 20 years ago. With our report, we shall finish what he started. That's a good job. Lest you wonder, Thancred and Urian J have left to resume their tour of Tural. Y'shtola, meanwhile, is back to researching cross-rift travel. She was here just a few days ago to get Kona's permission to investigate living memory. By the way, she mentioned wanting to take a look at the key and you're keeping it at some point. I gotta check and see if it's in my inventory. If the look she had in her eyes was any indication, I suggest you brace yourself for when she comes calling. You're like to be stuck with her for a while. Fine by me. As for Estinian, we know neither where he is nor what he is doing. Some things never change. Like war. My apologies for the delay. Think nothing of it. We took advantage of the time to catch up. So what can we do for you? Hopefully present company is enough for whatever it is you need. The matter for which I have summoned you pertains to Alexandria. A state funeral will soon be held in Seleucia 9 to mourn the passing of Queen Sphene. King Galulja and his administration have invited us to attend. While certain issues remain unresolved between our nations, such as the treatment of Yassilani, I see no reason not to attend. For generations, the Alexandrians lived without even the awareness of death. I wouldn't have expected them to have funeral rites still. Apparently, the members of Oblivion unearthed the records of ceremonies that were conducted in the Alexandria of old. It was they who put forth the proposal that the queen be thus honored. Leave it to that lot to think of such things. The people of Alexandria no longer forget the departed. They're being confronted with the idea of death for the first time. I suspect our friends wanted to do something for them. Though Sphene was but a simulacrum, she was nonetheless a pillar for her people. The pain of her passing must run deep. Indeed, a funeral will give Alexandrians the chance to come together to express their grief, that they might overcome it. I wasn't sure at first, but I've decided to go. Not only to be there for Galulja, but to put this chapter behind us. That I requested your presence was none other than to see if you wish to attend the funeral. You knew Sphene as well, after all. I think I should go too. Sometimes I wonder if there wasn't another way. That would be inappropriate. I think I'm going to go to the first one. Because you consider yourself responsible for her demise, I take it. But that's not a burden you bear alone. Here's my idea. As Val, I'll attend the funeral as a representative of Tulialel. Meanwhile, you can go in a personal capacity and watch over the people as they mourn. Works for me. I feel the rest of us should go too. Regardless of the reason, the fact remains that we deprived Alexandria of a beloved ruler. It's only right that we remember who Sphene was, to her people and to others, so let us stand with you. Sure. Then it's decided. Let's head to Solution 9 and look for Galulja in the back room. Crossroads. 7.1. Speaking of which, I can go over here now. I could buy tombstone gear. See what we can buy. Probably not much. Not a damn thing. The Historia gear. Ooh, cards. Sorry, I gotta do it. Larissa. Have you heard of Triple Triad? I'm an avid player, but I can't seem to find my usual partner. Care for a match? Same roulette plus all open. And they put chaos. I lost. Or a rematch till we win. Fallen ace. Don't have a fallen ace, so that works for me. I win. I didn't get the card. Fine, I lose. The way you play reminds me of someone. I just can't seem to remember who. Oh, that means that person died. Alright, so... a new challenger appears at the Arcadium. Something stray in the neighborhood. You heading to the back room? Yep. Ah, you came for the funeral. Of course. I'm the only one who'll officially take part, though. The others will watch over the proceedings. So how have you been? It's been a while since my last visit. I'm good. Shayla's always teaching me new things. Recently, I've learned about Everkeep systems and the mechanical soldiers. It's knowledge I'll need to use my authority properly. Studious as always, I see. By way of a treat, I brought you gâteau au chocolat. It's a kind of cake. I think you'll like it. Thank you, Lamachi, and thank you for coming. I've never been to a funeral before, so I feel less nervous having you here. Out of curiosity, what's the custom in Alexandria? In our world, it's common to offer flowers to the departed. It's much the same here according to the records. Flowers will be distributed to all attendees. Considering that all the worlds used to be one, the practice of offering flowers may well share the same ancient origin. Fascinating, wouldn't you say? Yeah. Galul Jaja has been added to the Unending Codex. Taral has been added to the Unending Codex. Right of Succession has been added to the Unending Codex. Alexandria mourns. The flowers are being handed out at Praxis Park. I'm thinking of heading over there now. We'll join you. There's a man I would like to speak with, Gosan. He was apparently Sven's aide and the one who sent us the invitation. Come on, let's go. So, a little worn out. Excuse me. Why you're... How's it going, Plexus? Vauclamata to the Yulal. Thank you for extending us an invitation to Queen Sven's funeral. We are honored, truly. I had seen you before from a distance, but never had the pleasure. I am Gosan, former chief aide to the Queen. Since her passing, I have been responsible for administering affairs of state. I wonder if those regulators actually still work, because you can't really use human spirits anymore. Plus, the system got kind of trashed when we ran through it. Yeah, I had fun. Though, I looked up the issue of my stream not having y'all's voice chat in there. I can't fix that, unfortunately. They'll just have to watch your side to hear everyone else's talking. But I still am up to joining up. I will just have to leave that in the messages, or like the annotation and stuff that, you know, they want to hear the other side of the conversation to go chat with, go watch your video. I'm going to try to hop on today. I would like to be there for the first Horde night. It'd be pretty good. Be able to take them down. See how crazy things get. Which won't be much at all. Although it'd be interesting readjusting to running zombies again. I don't know what it is. It's just a basic streaming software that's integrated into the console. I'm not sure, but I already looked it up, and it says that unfortunately I'd have to basically run it through my computer, stream that way, and then also have Discord running on my computer. And there's just way too many moving parts, way too many things that could fall apart and break, or you know. Stuff like that. It's just too clunky. So I'm just gonna deal without it. It's fine. It'll still have my point of view and my side of the conversation at least. But, you know, like I said, I'll leave a note to check your video out so that way they can catch the full conversation. Plus, they'll get your side of the action, whatever you're doing. Yeah, of course. Can we get our flowers here? Yes, Your Majesty. The flowers are being handed out at the counter yonder alongside the regulators. What? We need to wear regulators for the funeral. Rest assured they are not a requirement. We're aware your people do not use them. You see, people in the Alexandria of old wore tokens of mourning upon their persons when attending funerals. As such tokens were black, it was suggested that we might wear regulators painted the same color. We've yet to produce enough for everyone, but we're distributing them as we are able. I see. Yet, regulator or no, the important thing is that we remember Queen Sven. Remember her and her kindness as you make an offering of your flower. I will. The proceedings will soon begin in this plaza. Please take your place once you have your flower. We're gonna try to squish some Zeds tonight. I was looking at the perks of brawling, and wow, those are some good ones. You have like a 50% increased chance of exploding heads whenever you punch. I'm gonna try and make a Wolverine build. Not a whole lot of Alexandrians, from the looks of it.
Although we are gathered here for the same reason, we hail from different lands. Some were born and raised in the Alexandria of old, while others came to us from Tuliolal.
Yeah, right.
It was from this union of diverse peoples that a new Alexandria was born. The only home that our younger generation knows.
I don't know if they still have it or if they fixed it yet, but I did see a build where it was a full stealth build. As long as you remain crouched, none of the Zeds would sense your presence. You could sprint while crouched, and the machete was your weapon. And basically you would practically one-shot everything. And the guy just ran through the tower on like the hardest difficulty, barely getting caught. Yeah, it was. It's also a city in Virginia, which is what it's based off of. And Alexandria was a town or the kingdom in one of the earlier Final Fantasy games. That's what it's based off of.
How did we overcome the barriers between us? What moved us to join hands in common purpose beneath crackling skies? You know the answer. We survived. We thrived because Queen Sphene brought us together. Inspired and encouraged by her boundless kindness, we strove to be better, for ourselves as well as those around us.
In the state fully, I've been here for 35 years. I've lived around different areas in the state, but for the most part, eastern side of the state. Not really western portion or central. But yeah, 35 years I've been here.
And in Her Majesty's absence, there is a sadness beyond words. Yet we will remember her. Remember all the good that she has done for us.
No. I was a year old, so I was still in Pennsylvania at the time.
So let us pray, as the people of the Old Kingdom once did, for the peaceful repose of the departed. And let us keep our beloved Queen forever in our hearts, that her memory might guide us unto the morrow.
Didn't actually move to Virginia until 1990. I was born in 86, so.
Would that I could find solace in my own words.
No, I didn't catch that. Haven't really been looking at the news today. Fun stuff. Sarcasm dripping. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if animosity starts ramping up big time in the times to come, near future. Let's just say I'm being way more cautious while I'm out in public nowadays than usual, and I'm a paranoid person. Ah, they took the coward's way out, huh?
Was Queen Sphene taken to the cloud?
She must have been. To still remember her is strange, isn't it, darling?
I miss her. She would always cheer me up when I was down. But even though I remember her, I'll never see her again. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna be dealing with culture shock now.
It seems that's what it means to die, I'm afraid.
But what will happen to us? Are we just going to be sad forever?
So the premise is the regulators were a mind-altering device as well as a device to bring you back whenever you had died of traumatic injury. Basically, when someone you knew died, your regulator would wipe your memory of that person to prevent you from dealing with the sadness and grief of death. And now they have to deal with this again because we kind of broke the status quo when we went pell-mell through the regulator facility, trying to get our way to the top of the building. So we kind of broke things, and now we got to deal with the repercussions.
What will happen indeed? Everything that we have, we owe to Queen Sphene. How are we to go on without her?
By doing the same thing that you always do. Yeah, basically, we broke the facility that the regulators derive their functions from. The facility was like the central core of the building, where it housed all the equipment, hardware, software, all that jazz. And it was the only way for us to reach the top of the building. And like I said, in doing so, we kind of strong-armed our way through and blew stuff up. So I don't know if the regulators actually still work to bring them back to life. It does look like they're active, but the memory wipe portion of it, I believe, is gone.
I still remember Her Majesty so clearly. If only I didn't, I might feel better about the future of our realm.
Perhaps we should also consider moving to Tuliolo. The journey won't be easy, but it'd be better than staying here in uncertainty.
It was either that or watched a lot of people die, so it's the lesser evil.
In times like these, I take comfort in the beliefs of a Turali people called the Yokui. To them, death isn't the end. So long as we're remembered, we never truly die. It could be the same for Queen Sveen, you know? If you keep her alive in your hearts, she'll always be with you.
But we still won't be able to see her, right? I don't want to think about that. I wish I could just forget instead of having to feel like this.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to impose. Please, mourn your queen however you see fit. As expected, they struggle to come to terms with their loss. I hope they can find a way to move forward.
It's not only grief that weighs on them, but worry for the future. Bereft of their queen, how will they proceed?
They still have a king, even though he's a kid.
True. But with that at least, we're not powerless to help. What is it, Guloja?
I was wondering, is it better to remember or forget someone when they're dead? I remember my father, and every time I think of him, it hurts. It's the same with Queen Sveen. Knowing that she's gone makes me feel sad. But it's different with my mother. I never knew her, so I don't feel as bad. I want to remember my father, but maybe I'd be better off forgetting him.
Then you risk repeating the same mistakes that he made.
Guloja.
Why don't we continue this somewhere else?
Yeah, I definitely want to be talking about the king having some conflicts of thought with an earshot of people grieving for the queen. Still don't like those regulators. I wouldn't be surprised if they find a way to hack them to get people to be mind controlled. Hey Guloja, do you really know nothing at all about your mother? Shale searched the system for information on residents, but the only Mamulja she found listed were my father and me. Even if she died and was erased from people's memories, she should have been there, but she wasn't. Well, that you're here means she was here too, inside the dome. There can't be any other way about it. Perhaps we should try looking again. Do you want to know your mother? I'm going to ask the pertinent question. I think so. Even if it makes me feel sad, I want to know her. So I want to try looking again, and if I don't find anything this time, I'll give up. I see. Well, if that's what you want. Then I'll help you. I'd like to help as well, and I believe I speak for the others too. But I can't bother you with this. You already came for the funeral. We came here not only for the funeral, but to see whether all was well in Alexandria. We're not about to leave just yet. Besides, in seeking to learn about your mother, we're bound to learn about your father as well. By retracing the steps of this man who kept his own counsel, we may gain knowledge that can serve the people of Alexandria. Alright, thank you everyone. Don't count it. Don't mention it. We got it. In search of the past. Again, we're getting junk materia. Assuming neither memories nor records of Gulch's mother remain, we must cast as wide a net as possible. I suggest we split into groups. Hero, if you could make inquiries outside in the outskirts, the rest of us will do the same in Solution 9. Sure. Give me the whole outside where I can get struck by lightning. Time to waddle on a dodo. We're also going to try our hand at getting a card again. I just noticed that there's one such thing here. Good day to you. Anything I can help you with? Now Piquet. Yes, I know her well. She's something of a hero around these parts, our guardian angel. She just arrived when the tremor struck, on the trail of some beast or other. Can't remember the details now, but I do remember that when the ground started shaking and Levin filled the air, it was she who guided us all to safety. Braved the bolts to drive back the beasts that were tearing up our farmsteads. Where is she now, I wonder? Last I heard, she'd registered with the hunters, but that was years back. She'd probably be retired now, or... No, she's still with us. She has to be. I wouldn't remember her if she wasn't. Should go and ask the facilities at Resolution, up in Solution 9. They keep a record of every citizen's location. Tell them you're looking for an old friend and they'll put you in contact. Appreciate you. Ha! That character has my middle name. You're looking for a Mamulja woman. Oh, Galulja's mother. I can't help you there, I'm afraid. I only know a little about Zeralja, and then only what my father told me. He said that before the dome cut us off from the outside world, a Taral Vidral had appeared and was terrorizing the region. In response, Zeralja assembled a party of warriors, and with them confronted and felled the beast. It was interesting to hear of the king's feat in the past. Your exchange with the fresh-faced Tonawata has taught you about a battle with the Taral Vidral. Fun on a bun. Alright, let's try one game. We get one win to see if we get a card, otherwise we're out. Swap. Oh, you gave me a bad swap. That was a horrible swap. We're gonna do that. Double up on that. Try to do that. Ah, it's a draw. That was a bad swap too. Mainly because it's dissension. Oh, now we're in chaos too. Alright. Shit, I shouldn't have went there. Took up dissension, and you gave me a bad swap again. Oh, at least you used it right off the bat. I'm stealing my card back. We're gonna put Fordola down here and take her. Lunar Ifrit is mine. Do this. Well, I win. No card though. Dang. Alright, let's see if we can't find the other people to talk to. Alright, who else? Oh, we got a chatty Chitone over here. Chitona. A Mamulja woman. Their people have never been a common sight around here. Why, the last time I saw one would have been before the dome came down over our heads. She was among an entourage of Landsguard that was dispatched here. I assume they all returned to Tuliulal after their mission. But if any remained, I suppose they could have been trapped in here with the rest of us. Your exchange with the chatty Chitona has taught you about a Mamulja woman. Alright. Gotta find that last person. I sure do hate being grounded. I wish I had my flying. This would make it a lot easier. Oh, there they are. Middle-aged Tanawada. Sorry, but I've never heard of a Mamulja woman living in these parts, much less one connected to Zoralja. You might have better luck talking to the people over at the Tanawatan settlements to the north of Everkeep in a place called Ueyawada. The resilient son won their loyalty when he saved them from some crisis or another, or so the story goes. If I remember correctly, their chief's name was Konaloka. Your exchange with the middle-aged Tanawada has taught you about Zoralja's devoted. Now I gotta go back to the back room. You can shoot me all you want. Doesn't matter. I'm going to Solution 9 without you. Alright, time to go back to the back room. Actually, where do we do that? Oh, I guess this is a permanent setup now, where they have Sven's picture up here. Welcome to the government sector. How may I be of service? You're a friend of Napikwe's? One of many, I'm sure. Such an amiable soul. And such a shame about that injury forcing her from the field. But what a career. I should think the better part of our data on the local fauna was collected by her and her followers. Followers who adore her to this day. I believe she was the one who introduced the idea of fighting with twin blades, too, and look how that's taken off. Sharing citizens' personal information is strictly forbidden as a rule. However, Napique left specific instructions that if any fellow Turali should come calling, we should send them directly to her. And so I shall. Her registered domicile is in residential radius 9-14. Ever since her retirement, she spends most of her days sitting in the plaza, watching the world go by. Let me know if you have trouble finding her, but if you do, please pass on my best wishes. Just so happens that she's located right next to an Aetheryte. Sweet. Just need to find the right one. There it is. You're a hunter, aren't you? You've got the gait, the eye, conceited mob off. Bolagao. Now there's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Well, you go tell him I'm as safe and well as I've ever been. Sure, it was a shock when the barrier fell, but what kind of viper would I be if I didn't try to make the best of a bad situation? I joined the hunters, put my talents to keeping this place safe, till 10 years ago, that is, when my good hand finally gave out on me. Had to leave the front lines. Thought I was done for good, to be honest, but then Her Majesty came to me, gave me a new mission, cataloging the beasts I no longer had the strength to kill, gave me a new lease on life. Say now, that the barrier's broken, is Bolagao thinking of bringing the Dawn Hunt back to Yasolani? If he is, then could you give him this? Tell him that I'm still here, that for 30 years I kept my vow. I got a closer one. There's a closer one. Oh, went the wrong way. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm going to get gear gated pretty soon. Might have to run another dungeon just so I can get gear upgrades. You're heading to the back room. Yep. With its bad music. Galulcha has told me all. We've previously tried to track down records of his mother, but came up empty-handed. With everyone's help, hopefully we can get somewhere this time. Let's give these notes over. Ah, so you spoke with quite a few different people as well. Let's combine all our findings and see what conclusions we might draw. See what kind of picture we could paint. So Zeralja brought a retinue of Landsguard to Yasolani, among whom was a female Mamulja. His mission was to rid the region of its Ral Vidral, and I believe it's safe to say that was the crisis in Uewada he resolved. Uewada, there we go. Some of his troops stuck around for a time, perhaps to assist the villagers with recovery efforts, then they could have indeed gotten trapped in the dome. We also heard stories about the settlement in Uewada. People lived there until nearly a decade ago, and Zeralja made regular visits. If he required secrecy, a location home to his most loyal followers would be ideal, and if this Mamulja woman had remained there, they would have had occasion to come to contact. I see, but what could Zeralja have been doing in that village? I think we can answer that question. In order to retrace Zeralja's steps, Raha and I spoke with a researcher who worked at Orogenics. He said that approximately 20 years ago, a number of his colleagues were transferred to a research facility outside Everkeep, per the King's direct order. This is the first I've heard of such a facility. Only Vanguard was believed to have been under the King's jurisdiction. It was apparently being used to develop a new kind of weapon, but I'm afraid that was all we could learn. It's plenty to go on. Even if the work there was classified, any materials and equipment needed would have been manufactured within Everkeep. So if you look into transportation records... there it is. The routes are full of detours and attempts at obfuscation, but large deliveries were being made to Yuwata, far too large for a mere village. There hasn't been any activity for years, though. It's likely the facility has been decommissioned. Do you think that's where my mother was? Can't say for certain just yet, but I reckon there's a good chance. This is amazing. Even though no one remembers her, you managed to figure all of this out. Each piece of the puzzle may reveal little on its own, but when we put several together, a picture begins to form. And even should memories fade, footprints remain to mark the path of those who walked before. A lesson I learned in another life. So we'll be investigating this secret facility in Yuwata then. And this time, I want you to come along, Gulja. Sounds like a dangerous feat to have a little kid along with, but I guess we got enough of a seasoned group to keep a kid safe. Yuwata is on the other side of the lake. To get there, you'll need to take a hover cargo from the drift downs. Fun. Alright, thank you, Shale. Well, man, pretty soon I'll be able to get Steel Giant of my own for Final Fantasy Tactics again. Although I probably will never use him, considering they made him technically a monster and not a humanoid unit. I hardly ever use monster units in the game for tactics. They're kind of too basic. So the hover cargo will take us across the lake. I've never been over there before. It's still inside the dome, so I don't expect it'll be too different from here. We'll likely encounter dangerous beasts, so the rest of us will go first. You follow when it's safe to do so, alright? Alright, be careful everyone. Yuwata Field Station is now accessible. Yay, dungeon. I am gear gated. I need to be 690 and I'm only 685. Crap baskets. Unless... Well, even then, Summoner's not even max level. Crud muffins. Might have to run Alexandria again just to get some gear. Or wait, no. Maybe not. Give me a second. I might be able to pull this out. It all depends on how much sacks of nuts it takes to buy some gear. First of all, I need to get back on Summoner. So I got a thing to turn in. Good to see you back safe, hero. Well, any news of Napique? She still lives then. And it seems all this insanity with the Dome hasn't dulled her passion for the hunt any. The notebook makes proof of that. 30 years of work. 30 years. I can't get my head all around it. I can count the hours since I last spoke with her, yet it's a wonder she can remember me at all. Still, I'm grateful she does. And if she needs my help hunting down some of these beasts, that's exactly what I'll give her. I'll go through this book and draw up bills for the nastiest critters in it. Bring the Dawn Hunt back to Yassilani, or whatever it is they call the place now. Guess it'll be a while before folk can make their way past the barrier freely, so I'll be counting on you and yours to take the lead. But looking at some of these entries, there's a fair few fiends up there that are tougher than anything I've let you go after before. I'll see you're approved to take it on the advanced marks. Thanks, my friend, and good hunting. Advanced Dawn Hunt mark bills are now available. You are now able to undertake advanced Dawn Hunt mark bills from the Dawn Hunt board until you allow. New quests and elite Dawn Hunt mark bills will become available from Bolaga upon reaching level 100 and fulfilling certain conditions within the main scenario. Well, let's go back to Warrior. The hunt goes on. Ah, hero, you honor me with your presence. I've heard all about the deeds you've been doing for Wuklamot. As if ending Valagramanda's rampage wasn't impressive enough, you saved the city from those mechanical beggars, too. If there were ever any doubts about your abilities, they're well and truly answered. Which is why I'd like to ask your aid one last time. Will you join us in our most essential duty, seeking out and slaying those fiends most foul? Those that pose the gravest dangers to our people? Sure. You're a hero through and through. Hunting down marks like these is the very purpose the Vipers were founded for. And it's no easy task, I can tell you. There are horrors out there, true horrors. Taral Vidral like Valagamanda, creatures more akin to gods than beasts. We Vipers wander far and wide across the land that we might learn of these creatures, and one day end them. You remember Tiak Kat? She's been doing just that for decades now, and has come away with a long list of targets. If you're interested in finding out more about them, go and see her in Yaktel. Now, Pique was doing the same when she went to Yassilani, and yet there's nothing you could call Taral Vidral in her journal. Strange, I thought, when they've shown up nigh everywhere else. Makes me wonder if she might have left them out on purpose. Now, Pique is a Viper to the quick, you see. Nothing matters to her more than the people's safety. Separated from her fellow Vipers as she was, perhaps she thought it best to leave such nightmares well alone. Forgive me for asking so much of you, but if you plan to return to Yassilani anytime soon, could you speak with her again? See if there's something she's not telling us, something we might be able to help her with. Oh, and tell her one more thing, from me. That if she wants to come back, me and the rest of the Vipers stand ready to welcome her with open arms. Understood. Neo Kingdom. Ooh, it's actually not that expensive. Cool. Oh, it's just weapon. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Alright, so we're gonna buy the War Axe. We'll buy the helmet. Chest piece. Gauntlets. Pants. And the boots. That'll give me enough to buy 2 pieces of accessories. Insufficient inventory space, apparently. Crud and muffins. And my journal's broken again. Neo Kingdom, Neo Kingdom. Ah, I can sell an item. That'll get me to be able to swap everything out. We're gonna get super close. I think I could do this. Independent mender. Here we go, tradecraft supplier. Helmet, chest piece. Pants, shoes. Did I not put the pants in? I did. Where are the pants at then? The Elemental Shire. Did I buy the wrong pants? Oh, they're there. Neo Kingdom. 691. I think that just squeaked me in. Sweet. Yes! I just squeaked in. Haha! I like this gear set. This gear set looks awesome. I kind of look like a Assassin's Creed character. Minus the giant hammer axe on my back. My word, is that you, hero? I'm overjoyed that fate would arrange this meeting, though I am not surprised. When I heard tell of your journey with Wukalamat, I had a feeling it would only be a matter of time until we crossed paths. What am I doing in Terral, you ask? Why, I am come in search of unusual and fantastic stories that I may weave into song, to spin tales that will enchant crowds the world over. And this land has proven to be a treasure trove of folk tales and legends unlike any that could be found across the sea. I have said each and every one to memory, and my head is swimming with new verses. Yet for all the myths newly added to my repertoire, I still yearn for tales of newfound adventure. Tales involving parties that yet live, preferably recounted by someone with first-hand experience. And you are just such a man. Pray share with me everything that happened since you set foot in Terral, and I shall set it to song. Every trial you endured during the rite of succession, every blood-curdling moment of your assault upon the Levin-shrouded dome, I beg you spare no detail. Your words will lend texture to my melodies and substance to my lyrics. Oh, I have a feeling my most memorable work is soon to come. Of course, I understand you may not have the time at present. I shall be here for a while yet, polishing my prose to a mirror sheen. Simply come to me when you have a story to share, and I shall listen in rapt attention. Cool. I should have bought the accessories firsthand, but, oh well. How many sacks of nuts do I have left? I got 155, so I can buy 2 items. What's the weakest gear I have? Earring, and I guess I'll buy a neck piece just to go down the line. That'll give me some extra item level. I'll put this in, and then put you in. And now I'm at 695. Yay. Gotta put that crit back in. I have a direct hitter. I have no more crit. Agog didn't have anything on it. It's all my credendum gear, it looks like. Alright, so I'm going to port back to town, and I'm going to sell certain pieces of gear that I don't need anymore. While we're waiting for this dungeon queue that shouldn't take too long. That was a level 97 piece of gear. I don't need that. I mean, I still need that. Level 99, I can still technically use it. Darn, I technically don't have any pieces. Augmented credendum. No, I'm not getting rid of the credendum. That would be a bad move on my part. Any day now, dungeon. Could use a pop. I'm gonna need to trade a bunch of my junk over so that way I can get out of my bags. So much junk. Why do I need Batwing? Was it for gelatin? Yeah, it was for gelatin. Huh. I don't need those. I could technically sell them. Oh well. I had such a good handle on my inventory. Now it's gone to pot again. Could get rid of these. Rank 11 and rank 12 materia. I do need to get rid of these coffers as well. That would give me another 6 bag slots back. The question is the problem with that is I've been trying to hang on to them for this. Oh well. Well, here we go. Uwata Station. Or field station, I should say. Oh, it's this one. This is gonna be fun. I remember, I think, the last boss a little bit, and that's about it. It'd probably be overpowered, but I think retaliation should trigger bloodwetting. We gotta pick the Mancer. Ooh, and we got Red Mage too. We got versatility. Oh, can't go any further. I didn't see the fallen tree. Ooh, and I didn't see my HP. The Lindblom Zagnol. Another Final Fantasy IX reference. Woohoo. I did not mean to charge in like that. Oh, that was a savage might material that I don't need. Oh man, it's easy. Overseer kinda loco. Oh shit. I'm not gonna make it. I need a whole game. I forgot it had confused your movement. And I got stuck. down for the count. So much healing. It would have been a good upgrade, but oh well. Alright, time for the last boss. Oh yeah, it's this one. Nightmare Rabbit. Terrell Vidral Luna Piatti. Oops, I did not mean to use Shake It Off. Crap. That hit. That had gotten away. I got a center. Shit. I don't remember this one fully. An 111 crit for healing. Nice. Hit him hard. Ah, crap. Gotta run away again. I'm gonna go this way. Ah, he took him down. Took down the Vidral. Yay, got a commendation. We did it.
For all the talk of my brother felling this beast, he only imprisoned it, like Vali Armanda.
From what I could tell, they sought to transfer people's souls and memories into bestial vessels at that facility. The Tural Vidral explains the need for a remote location. It was doubtless their prime subject. Though I expect Zoralja did not foresee the opportunities it presented when he imprisoned the creature.
Oh, time for another echo.
And so, in order to prevent the breakdown of the individual, I instead seek to transfer their soul into the body of the beast.
This would allow one to wield the power of a Tural Vidral.
In theory, our initial experiments will involve lesser creatures. But in time, I am confident we will be able to bring even the mightiest under our control.
And what becomes of those who offer their souls?
As they won't be able to return to their original forms, we must consider them lost. But the sacrifice will be worthwhile, for the army you stand to gain will far surpass any composed of mechanical soldiers.
Very well. Recruit volunteers and begin at once.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I shall return to the observatory and see to the necessary preparations.
Yep.
So, you've given him permission?
Teshalja, you will assist Kaniloka. As one of the Land's Guard's finest chirurgeons, your knowledge may be of use in his experiments. You will also watch him closely. In what you learn, you will report to me. You object to his project? Or are you incapable of performing this duty?
No, Your Majesty. Whether we shelter within the dome or expand beyond it, we require great power. But with no one to rely upon, we must take that power for ourselves, even if the means are questionable. I will do as you command. But if Kaniloka's work bears fruit, I wish to beg a boon.
What do you desire?
Something that I had accepted I would never have in Tuliyollal. That I believed would forever be beyond me. That it was foolish to covet. But here and now, it is close. So very, very close.
Perform your duty to my satisfaction, and anything you desire is yours. That which I seek does not lie within this dome. Here, I cannot prove the miracle. But if what you seek is at hand, then you may claim it, for it has no value to me.
Are you alright?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Teshalja. Could she be my mother?
Like the people in the outskirts said, few Mamulja lived in the Asulani. I can't imagine many other Ubico women were trapped in the dome. That being the case, she could well be the one.
This observatory Kaniloka returned to, could it not be part of the research facility? We might learn something about Teshalja there.
That's where we're going next, then.
I wish I could see into the past like you, then I could see people who are gone. Because there aren't any other Mamulja women here, for a long time I couldn't even imagine what my mother looked like. But when I visited Tuliyollal and saw some, I was finally able to picture her in my mind. And one day I hope I could see what she actually looked like as well. Oh, I'm full. Dang it. Well, we're just gonna have to do this. We could do this just to fill up our empty slots out. You may now enter Yuwa Field Station with the party of NPC avatars. To make use of this feature, open the Trust interface located under Duty in the main menu. Taral Vidrel has been added to the Unending Codex. Among the Abandoned. While we discern the purpose of the research conducted here, the traces of what remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around for information as well as a way to the upper level. This place looks like the nest from Resident Evil. A lift can be seen behind the wrought iron gate. As sturdy as it appears, the gate will likely resist attempts to force it open. A security panel is nearby. Perhaps a verification key will open the way. They're recruiting volunteers for a new experiment. This is a test subject's journal, by the way. I know I'm not as bright as the others, but they wouldn't laugh at me if I was stronger than them. This might be my chance. Soul transferred a few days ago. I can write. Can write good, yes. I am good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today bit off hand to feeder. Cannot help it. So strong. Hungry. Always hungry. Cannot control. Eat. I must eat. Am eater. Must eat. You find nothing that resembles a verification key. Perhaps you should search elsewhere. Supplies for the staff are neatly arranged within the cabinet. Among the various items is a manual outlining regulations and tranquilizing gas to be used in emergencies. You dig deeper. And find a verification key. Perhaps it could be used to open the iron gate. You found the key. Great. I'll call the others. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. So this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Velargamanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure. Most likely. For a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then. Let's see if we can find some clues about Golulja's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. There's so much data. I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name T-Shalja. T-Shalja. Wow. It brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. T-Shalja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. This sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Then let us take it with us to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. Alright, I'll transfer it to the storage device I brought. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Shale. Oh shoot, I might have busted my materia. Oh well. Crap. Oh well, it'll break. %40 chance of a return. That kind of sucks, but oh well. I gotta go talk with Napique again. Oh, man. I'll be surprised if it's Raul Vidral is what kind of put her on retirement. Oh, the hunter from across the salt. What message do you have for me today? Vologa, you sentimental fool. I thank him for remembering me, but this is my home now. These people, my people. I've lived here, fought here, for the better part of my life. Stepping beyond that wall would be like stepping 30 years into the past. And while I have fond memories of the place, I'm an old woman now. I've grown unused to change, not to mention that. Lady Napique. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you had company. It's alright, he's a friend of the cause. Let me introduce you. Loanyin Renuri, meet Hero, the hunter from beyond the wall. Hero. These are, what would you call yourselves? My little helpers? Protégés, more like. Loanyin, at your service. I studied the twin blades under Lady Napique, and I've been helping her conduct her census on the beasts of Alexandria. And I'm Renuri. I've been working behind the scenes with Oblivion, so I've heard a lot about you and your exploits. Even seen a few firsthand, albeit from the shadows. After you brought peace to living memory, our team secured what we could from the databanks. Found a fair few things that brought a glint to Lady Napique's eye, I can tell you. Taral Vidral, hero. Bolaga knew it. It doesn't do to draw too much attention to those fiends you haven't the strength to slay. From what Renuri tells me of your achievements, though, I shouldn't wonder if you aid yours could succeed where we could not. If you and yours could succeed where we could not. There we go. Queen's Fiend charged me with chronicling her kingdom's fauna, and I expect there are many discoveries still to be made in its darkest corners. If you want to learn more, just ask these two. Please ask away. Loanyin spends most of his time down in the outskirts, but I'll be here. As shall I. My duty is far from over, so in answer to Bolaga's question, no, I will not be returning to Tuli Yalal. But please let him know that I appreciate his kind words, and that I'm only too happy to extend him the same offer. Did I go the wrong way? I did go the wrong way. It's right here. You heading into the back room? Yep. Still got a few more minutes. I can wrap this up. Welcome back. Guluja has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alice and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people. Hi, their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Guidance of the Hetso. Getting the fruit and jelly compote. Oh, fruit and aloe jelly, actually. Alice isn't wrong. The mood out there is still grim. Some of the Turali remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system, but even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who have been leaving for Terrell, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuli Yalal. My brother is doing all he can to see that Jacques Terrell Railroad restored into operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. To Shalawani Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Kona informed. And that hits our 2-hour mark, so I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Thank you all for watching. This has been part 189 of my playthrough for Final Fantasy XIV. If you'd like to go ahead and give me a thumbs up and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if not already subscribed. Keep up the content. Hit the bell if you want to be notified whenever I go live and to release new content. Comment down below. tell me what you think about the game and my gameplay. No spoilers, please. So we are in the post-story for Dawn Trail. Sweet, we are in the thick of it. Ugh, can't wait to finish it out. Get ready for that next X-Pack. And once we get caught up, we can do some of the other side stuff that I've neglected. Anyways, see y'all later. Bye.